Hi guys, good evening and a very warm welcome to the session here. I can see some of you have already joined us here. A very good evening everyone. I hope you guys are doing well and your preparations are going good too. Well, today's session, as you know, is based on high level puzzles and seating arrangement, right? Today is the ninth part of this particular seating arrangement and puzzle series that we were having, right? So chalo, let's quickly have a look at different types of questions before we have the examination, right? Very few days are remaining. Fifth ko exam hai, so some days more, and then we have to appear for the examination. So let's have a final practice for some of the good questions that we can come across. Okay. So chalo, let's quickly start the session. But before that, guys, one very small request to everybody, that is please share the session and let your friends know that the class has started. तो सब लोग अपने अपने दोस्तों को बता दो कि क्लास शुरू हो गई है, ठीक है? And also, guys, I hope you have downloaded the app for Oliveboard and also you have subscribed to the official channel. नहीं किया है तो जल्दी से कर लीजिए, ठीक है? चलो, let's have a look at the first question that we have for today. So this is the first question on your screen. Let's try it out. चलो जल्दी से इसको try करिए. Let's see. Good evening, everyone. Chalo, this is the first question on your screen. Try this out, guys. Let's see. Tomorrow is my SBI PO examination. Mayank, all the very best. I know you will be doing great. Just be careful with the speed and accuracy. Okay, work on the accuracy and speed पे थोड़ा काम करो. Try to attempt 65. Okay, 65, 70 questions can be done if you do it with good speed. Good evening, everyone. चलो जल्दी से इस क्वेश्चन को ट्राई करिए. Let's see how this has to be done here. A combination based on dates and blood relation. Okay. Good evening, Harmeet. I hope everybody has gone through the question, guys. Chalo, let's see how this particular question is to be done. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's try this together. Let's understand how this particular question is to be done here. Okay, so you can see there are 8 people who are buying the cars in January, April, and October in 1963, 1968, or 1990. So you can see there are 3 months given in 1963, 3 months given in 1968, and similarly 3 months given in 1990. Okay. Now you can see we have to divide 8 people among these 9 different months given here. So that means one of the months will be vacant because we have to have them in different months. Okay. At least two and not more than three people bought car in each year. That means one of them will be vacant here. One of the dates will be vacant. Not more than one person bought a car in each of the given months of the given year. All the people are related to each other. So we have a family tree here. Okay. Now what is given? A bought a car in a month with 30 days in even numbered year. So even numbered year, you can see either 1968 or 1990. And even 30 days कौन से month में है? You can see only April is the one which is having 30 days. That means either A has to be there in 1968, right? A can be here. This is a possibility. And similarly, A can be here as well, right? Either of the two cases we can have. Okay? After that, it is given A's daughter-in-law bought car immediately after A, but not in January. So you can see that A's daughter-in-law has to be immediately after A, right? So let's write it down that this is A's daughter-in-law. Okay. Here also A's daughter-in-law is here. Okay. Then what is given? Only two people bought the car in the year in which A bought the car. So that means this is a year in which only two people are buying the car. That means third month has to be vacant in here. So we have already taken April and October. That means this one will be vacant here, right? Ye vacant hoga. Similarly, in this case, this one should be vacant because only two persons are buying the car in the year in which A has bought the car. Okay. Now it is given number of persons who bought the car before A's daughter-in-law is equal to the number of persons who bought the car after A's wife. So how many persons do we have before A's daughter-in-law? In the first case, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 people are there before A's daughter-in-law, right? So that means there has to be 4 people after A's wife also, है ना? So let's check number of persons who bought before A's daughter-in-law is equal to the number of persons after A's wife. So we should have 4 persons after A's wife. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4. That means A's wife will be here, right? But this is not a possibility, है ना? मैम 50 to 60% सॉल्व हो जाता है लेकिन 30% अटक जाता है और टाइम भी वेस्ट हो जाता है. शिवम, yes, that happens here. Why? Because देखो क्या होता है ना कि when you are trying to do a puzzle, ठीक है, कोई puzzle जब आप उठाते हो and if you feel that you are not able to do, अगर उसके cases भी नहीं निकल रहे हैं ना पहले 2-3 मिनट में या उसका आप sequence नहीं बना पा रहे हो, that means it is going to take a lot of time. So that should be done in the end. जब आप करने लगते हो ना तब आपको समझ में आ जाना चाहिए कि whether this is the one that you should do or not. क्योंकि अगर नहीं कर पाओगे तो you will end up losing a lot of time. You waste 10 minutes in mains examination and you have still not completed that particular question. So within the 2 or 3 minutes, if you are at least able to make the 2 cases, if it is possible, then it's okay to attempt that particular question. Else don't go for it or leave it for the end. ठीक है शिवम, ये करना पड़ेगा, आपको समझना पड़ेगा. तो हमेशा देखो कि पजल्स में कनेक्टिविटी मिल रही है कि नहीं, क्या हम केसेस बना पा रहे हैं, वहां पर फिक्स्ड इंफॉर्मेशन कितना है, कितने वेरिएबल्स हैं, ये सब चीजें देखने के बाद डिसाइड करिए कि उस क्वेश्चन को करना है कि नहीं. ठीक है, तो चलो फिर से देखते हैं. लेट्स सी व्हाट वाज गिवन हियर. ओके, so it says number of persons who bought the car before A's daughter-in-law. So how many persons before A's daughter-in-law? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we have 4 persons before A's daughter-in-law. That means we should have 4 persons after A's wife. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. A's wife has to be this person. But you can see A cannot be his own wife, right? Not possible. That means ये तो impossible हो गया. इस वाले केस में देखो how many persons do we have before daughter-in-law? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means we should have 7 persons after wife. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So A's wife will be this person here. Okay. So you can see this is the valid case that you will be getting. अब आगे देखो, only one person bought car between A's wife and B. So B किधर आएगा? B will be this person. Now it says B's sister bought the car immediately before B. So this person is B's sister. ठीक है, ये कौन है? B's sister है. Now only one person bought the car between B's sister and C. So that means C will be here. So there is only one person between B's sister and C. Now C is the husband of D. Okay. So ये कौन है? ये husband of D है. This is D's husband. Okay. So this is your D's husband. So that means C is a male person. He is the husband of D. This we know. So D has to be a female person here. ठीक है. अब और देखो क्या दे रखा है. D bought the car in 1963. So D has to buy the car in 1963. अब देखो 1963 में we have two options, either January or April. Now tell me who should be D here. Whether D will be A's wife or will we place D as B's sister. Tell me D कहाँ पर होना चाहिए. Whether it should be January 1963 or April 1963. Where should we have your D? D has to be 1963. But कहाँ पर होगा. January में होगा कि April में होगा. Quickly tell me guys whether D will be in January or April. January होगा कि April होगा. Anybody? You can see January 1963 is A's wife. Okay. So D is who? D is C's wife. Isn't it? D कौन है? D is the wife of C. So you can see that D cannot be in January 1963 because there we have A's wife. So C's wife, that is D, cannot be there. That means D will be this person. And now you can see D is the sister of B because B's sister was there. है ना? So this is B's sister. That means you can see D is the sister of B. So we'll be having something like this. Okay. After that, let's see what is given. P is the son of C. Okay. So P is the son of C. Let's write it down. P is the son of C. P and Q bought cars in the same year. P bought the car after Q. So P and Q have to be in the same year and P has to be after Q. That means the only possibility is October 1968 and April 1968. So P and Q will be like this. Okay. Now R bought the car last. So R bought the car last. So R is A's daughter-in-law. Now who is the only person remaining? You can see S is the only person remaining. So S will be A's wife here. Now let's see what is given. R bought the car last. Q is the nephew of D. So Q is the nephew of D and R is married to Q. Okay, we know that R is married to Q. Okay. Okay, and R is the daughter-in-law here. So R is a female person because you can see R कौन है? R is A's daughter-in-law. That means A will be the child, Q will be the child of A because R is the daughter-in-law of A. Isn't it? This kind of a situation we will be having. So Q is a male person. Now C does not have a sibling. So C does not have a sibling and we know that P has to be the nephew of D. So that means it may be possible that D has a sibling who has a child here. So B can be married to somebody and that somebody can have a child here. B and S are of opposite gender and C does not have a sibling. So that means you should have your this one, that is who is S's this A's wife. You can see A's wife was S. So that means we will have your A here. Okay. A has a wife here. So A is a male person. Okay. A has a wife. That means this S is a female person. And they will have a child here who is your Q, who is a male person. And this person is married to R. Okay. So R is a female person. Okay. So this kind of a situation we are getting here. Okay. इस तरह का मिल रहा है हमारे पास family tree. Now what is remaining? We have to take P is the son of C. That is done. And R bought the car. R is Q is the nephew of D. So you can see Q is the nephew of D. That is already done here. Okay. So this is the kind of situation that we are getting here. Now we have to find the gender of B here. अभी तक B का gender नहीं मिला है. It is given B and S are of opposite gender. So if B and S are of opposite gender, you can see S is a female person. So B has to be a male person. Okay. I hope this is clear everybody. I'm not really sure about that Ashu. मुझे stenographer के बारे में अभी नहीं पता है. It is going to be updated, but I'm not sure about it. Are we clear with this question, guys? Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. किसी को कोई doubt हो please बताइएगा. Everybody clear? ये समझ में आया सबको? ठीक है? चलो, we'll quickly go to the next question now. So next question on your screen, a very nice question here. Just go through this question and then we will see that how this has to be done. ठीक है, जल्दी से इसको देखिए, पढ़िए एक बार. Let's try to understand and then we will see that how this has to be done. Okay, check this out. Good evening, Neeraj. I hope everybody has gone through this question here. This is a new type of question. Okay, let's see how this works. ठीक है, इसको देखते हैं, इसको साथ में करने की कोशिश करते हैं. Let's understand that how this has to be done. So you can see there are 7 players who are practicing football. So everybody is playing as a forward player and everybody is playing as a goalkeeper. Now let's say when A plays as a forward, so he will be playing against somebody who is a goalkeeper. Similarly, A will also be a goalkeeper to somebody who is playing as a forward. Okay, so everybody is playing against one person here. So somebody is forward at that time, somebody will be trying to मतलब रोकने की कोशिश करेगा, right? So somebody is the forward, another will be trying to मतलब नहीं करने देगा गोल. ठीक है. Now one person plays as a forward, another plays as a goalkeeper. Each player scored goals against a different goalkeeper, right? So one person cannot be a goalkeeper for two persons, right? So you can see that we have to take A to G as forward players and A to G as goalkeepers here. Okay, so now it is given that if C plays against a goalkeeper against B, then B will not be playing as a goalkeeper against C. And also it is given no player played against the same player twice. That means if B and C has already played once, that means B is the forward and C is the goalkeeper. So C will not be the forward and B will not be the goalkeeper. So two players cannot play against each other twice. Okay, that is also given. Also, the number of goals scored here are 1 to 7. Okay, 1 to 7 the goals have been scored here. Now let's see what is given. A played as the forward against the one who played the forward against G. So right now this information is not going to help us out. So we will hold this for a while. G scored twice as many as B. Okay, we'll check that out. E scored 6 goals. So E is a forward. He is scoring the goals, right? When we are scoring the goal, that means we are playing as a forward. So E is the one who is scoring 6 goals here. Okay. So E scored 6 goals against the one who played forward against C. So whoever is the forward against C, that person will be the goalkeeper for your E. Okay, we'll check that later. Now what is given? D played the goalkeeper against G. Okay, we'll see that. F and A scored consecutive goals. 5 goals were scored against E. So you can see that when E was the goalkeeper, so 5 goals were scored against him. That means E has to be there when we have 5 in the goalkeeper section. Okay. So E के against कितने goals हुए हैं? 5 goals are there. How many goals did he score? He scored 6 goals here, right? So something like this. After that, B scored 4 goals more than D. So B has to be 4 more than D. What are the possibilities here? Let's try. Okay. So let's say, and also it is given B and E did not play against each other. So B and E cannot play against each other. So let's say B is 4 more than D. So if you take your D here, so your B will be here, isn't it? So if you take D as 1, that is D is scoring 1 goal. So B should be 5 goals because 4 goals are more. But B and E cannot play against each other. That is already given here. So 5 and 1 is not a possibility. 2 and 6 not a possibility. E is already there on 6. That means 3 is the only possibility. So 3 and 7. So B scored 4 more than D. That means D has to be here and your B has to be here. Are we clear till here, everybody, that what has to be done? Okay. So this is the kind of structure that we are getting currently. Okay, chalo. Okay, we'll check, Neeraj, whether that is the right answer or not. Okay. So this is the kind of structure that we are getting. Okay. Chalo, आगे देखते हैं. Now we had this information that G scored twice as many against B. So G has to score twice as many goals as against B. That means G ka forward has to be twice of B ka goalkeeper, because we have used G is scoring twice as many as against B. है ना? तो B is the goalkeeper here. So let's say if your G takes 4 goals here, if he plays forward and scores 4 goals, that means we should have B here, isn't it? And similarly, let's say if we have G here, then B will be here, because G has scored twice as many goals as were scored against B when B was playing as the defender or the goalkeeper. Okay, so this is the type of case that we are getting. Okay, chalo, Neeraj has given the answer. We will check whether that is the right answer or not. Okay, we'll see. Don't worry. So you can see these are the 2 cases that we are getting here. Now it is also given D played the goalkeeper against G. So D has to be the goalkeeper against G. So D will be here. Similarly, in this case also D is the goalkeeper against G, will be like this. Okay. Now we have A and F scored consecutive number of goals. So A and F has to be consecutive. That is, they have scored consecutive number of goals. So in the first case, you can see A and F will be like this because 1 and 2 are the only two consecutive numbers remaining. So who is the only person remaining here? You can see C is remaining. So C will be here. Similarly, in this case also, you can see A and F and A. And similarly, the person remaining is your C. Okay. So these are the two cases that we are getting currently. One of them will be valid. We will check that out later. Okay. Now let's see what else do we have here. The goal scored against F, right? Let's have a look at this one. The goal scored against F, but twice is that of against A. So F has to be twice of A in the first case. Let's say if we take your 6, 3, that's a possibility. So goal scored against F is twice as that against A, will be like this. Here, what is the possibility against it? Again, you can see that 6, 3 will be the only possibility. That is F and A. Okay. So these are the two cases here. Now, what is remaining here in goalkeeper? Let's check for goalkeeper also. You can see C is remaining and your G is remaining. C and G. Hai na? Similarly, this is also G and C. Here also you can see that C and G or G and C. Okay. So now let's check which of the following will be the right one. Let's see. So A played against A played the forward. So you can see here that A is playing the forward. In this case, that is in the 1 goal or 2 goals. So either A is scoring 1 goal here or 2 goals here. So either he is the goalkeeper against, he is playing against the goalkeeper C, G or B. Okay, as per the first case. So A played the forward against the one who played the forward against G here. So here you can see that A should be playing as a forward against the one. So you can see he is playing against either C, G or B. So that means that person should be playing forward against G. So who is playing forward against G here? You can see forward against G can either be this person or can either be this person. Hai na? So you can see it is possible that A is playing against B here, right? Let's say if A is playing against B. So B is playing against G. That's a possibility. है ना? ये तो हो सकता है. Let's say if here A is this person, okay. So A is playing against B here. So that means B should be the forward against G. This is a possibility. So if A and B are here, you can see that this person will be C here and this person will be F here. So this is a possibility here. Okay. B is equal to 4 plus D. That is fine. No, 4 plus D ही तो हो रहा है ना नीरज. You can see what was given for B. B scored 4 goals more than that scored by D here. So D is scoring 3 goals and B is scoring 7 goals. Isn't it, Neeraj? तो ये तो ठीक है ना? D is 3 here and B is 7. So 3 plus 7 is 4. सही तो है, क्या हुआ? So you can see here that this is becoming the case that we are getting in the first one. Now just check whether it is matching all the information here or not. So A played against the forward. You can see A is playing against B, against the person who played forward against G. So you can see A is playing against B and B is playing against G. So बिल्कुल ठीक है. G scored twice as many as B. So you can see G is scoring 4 and B के against we have 2. So that is absolutely fine. E scored 6 goals. You can see E has scored 6 goals against the one who played forward against C. So E is playing against F. Is F playing against C? You can see yes, F is also playing against C here. है ना? So that means this is also fine, done. D played the goalkeeper against G. So D is the goalkeeper against G. You can see D is the goalkeeper here and G is the forward. So D is playing against G. Okay. Then F and A are scoring consecutive number of goals. So you can see F and A are consecutive here. So absolutely no issues. 5 goals against E. So you can see E ke against we have 5 goals. So this is also fine. B scored 4 more than D. So B is 7. D is 3. बिल्कुल ठीक है. The goals against F were twice is that goals against A. So F is twice of A. 6 and 3. Again fine. B and E did not play against each other. So here A and B are playing. Here B and G are playing. Right. So B and E are not playing at all together. So you can see this will be the valid case that you will be getting here. और इस केस को अगर आप देखोगे तो दिस विल बी एलिमिनेटेड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर इंफॉर्मेशन दैट इज ए हैज टू प्ले. यू कैन सी ए कैन प्ले अगेंस्ट योर सी, जी और ई, बट आइदर ऑफ देम विल नेवर बी द गोलकीपर फॉरवर्ड अगेंस्ट योर जी, क्योंकि यहाँ पर देखो जी के अगेंस्ट कौन हो सकता है, या तो ए एफ हो सकता है या बी हो सकता है, बट इन हियर ए एफ और बी नन ऑफ देम इज हियर, राइट, दैट वोंट बी अ पॉसिबिलिटी. So that is why the answer here will be option number 1, that is case number 1. ठीक है, तो ये valid होगा and this will be invalid here. मुझे फुटबॉल नहीं आती थी, facing difficulty but now got it. Absolutely great Sakshi. I hope this is clear everybody. So first one will be the right one. ठीक है, चलो next question on your screen. Let's have a look at this one. Let's try. चलो इसको try करो जल्दी से. Okay, so SK is Sakshi is giving the arrangement as F, B, D, E, A, C. So that is the arrangement as per the designations here, SK. That means F is the director, D, Dean is B. Designation के हिसाब से दे रहे हो कि numbers के हिसाब से दे रहे हो? Designation के हिसाब से. Okay. Try to find the numbers. मैम लेटर का फॉर्मेट बता दो प्लीज. हैशटैग fooddelicious. I am not the right person for that question. You can talk to Sabha ma'am once. Okay, so she has had many sessions here for your descriptive and letter writing. एक बार check करना. She will help you out with it. Okay, I am here for reasoning doubts here. तो जो भी आपके reasoning doubts है, if any doubts you have in reasoning section, you can absolutely let me know. For your English doubts, you can talk to Sabha ma'am. She will help you out. अच्छा चलो इस क्वेश्चन को देखते हैं. राइट, लेट्स सी हाउ दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन हैज टू बी डन. So you can see there are 6 officials of a college who are playing a game of dice and they have different designations here. Now these designations are given in the decreasing order, that director is of highest designation and warden is of lowest designation. Okay. Now each person is rolling a different number from 1 to 6. Now it is given D's designation is more than E's designation but less than B. So we know D has to be greater than E but less than B. So B, D and E, this has to be the sequence of designation. The director rolled a number 3 more than that rolled by B. So we know that director is equal to B plus 3. Okay, we'll check that out later. Now A was the HOD, right? So this is a fixed information that A has to be HOD. and he rolled 1 less than that rolled by F. So A is equal to F minus 1. ठीक है. उसके बाद क्या दे रखा है, D&E did not roll consecutive numbers. Okay, we'll check. The principal rolled a number that is a perfect square. That means principal should have either 1 or 4. ठीक है. Principal का कितना होना चाहिए? He must have rolled either 1 or 4 because 1 and 4 are the perfect squares here. The one who rolled 6 had the designation higher than F. That means we know that F cannot have the highest designation. That's not possible here because somebody who has rolled a 6 has a designation higher than F here. Okay, so F cannot be the director. That is known. E's designation was higher than A's designation. So E is greater than A here. So what are the possibilities? Let's check it out. Okay, we know that director is equal to B plus 3. So B cannot be the director also. है ना? Director is equal to B plus 3. Director is rolling 3 more than B here. So we know that director cannot be B. So that means we should have your B, D and E before your A. So the only possibility will be B, D and E like this, isn't it? Now once you have placed your B, D and E, and now A and C are the only one, F and C are the only ones remaining. We know that somebody has rolled a higher number than F, right? You can see the one who rolled 6 has a designation higher than F. So F cannot be the director because somebody is having a designation higher than him. So F will be the warden here and C will be the director. Okay, so this is the relation that we will be having here for the designations here. ठीक है, ये designations का हो गया. अब हमें निकालना है number. Okay, we have to find the numbers rolled by him. Okay, we'll check what are the different numbers that these people are rolling. Now it is given here, D's designation, this is all done. The director rolled a number 3 more than that by B. Okay, so let's try out. Let's see what are the possibilities here. So let's say if B is rolling this one, B is what? B is your dean. Okay, so B dean. So that means director has to be this one. है ना? So director is rolling 3 more than that by B. Who is the director here? That's your C. है ना? Similarly, B dean can be here and your C director can be here. This is another possibility. Similarly, we can have your B dean here and your C director here. So these are the 3 possibilities that we can have. Okay. Now what is given? A was the HOD and he rolled 1 less than that by F. So A and F has to be consecutive values, right? A and F has to be consecutive values. A is the HOD and he is rolling 1 less than that rolled by F here. Okay. So either 2, 3 here in the first case 2, 3 भी हो सकता है, 5, 6 भी हो सकता है. In this case you can see A has to be this person and F has to be this person. This is the only possibility. That is A is the HOD and he is rolling 1 less than F. So F will be who? F is your warden. ठीक है, यहाँ पर ये हो गया है ना. In this case, first case, we are having 2 possibilities. But here if you check, we have this problem that was given. The principal rolled a number that is a perfect square. So here 1 and 4 both are taken already, right? You cannot have 1 and 4 for principal. तो यहाँ पर first वाले में तो वो issue हो गया. Second में you can see that F is already there for warden. That means we should have principal here. So this will be your principal, or principal कौन है? You can see D. But the problem again arises. You can see it was given that D and E did not roll consecutive numbers. So no problem. D and E are not rolling consecutive numbers here. E कौन है? Vice principal है. So you can see this is a possibility. ठीक है? This is a possibility here. इस वाले case में let's check what are the different possibilities. Let me remove myself from this. Let me remove myself from the screen here. ठीक है? इसमें देखते हैं. So we have B dean and C director. ठीक है? अब देखो. You can have your A here and your F here because A HOD is rolling 1 less than F. So A dean and F कौन है आपका? F is warden. This is a possibility, है ना? इस case में you will have the principal here because principal has to be a number that is that is a perfect square. So principal कौन है? You can see principal is your D. Now your E will be here only because he is the only person remaining. So your D and E are coming consecutive numbers. That means invalid. In this case, let's say we have to take, let's say A and F here. So your HOD is this person and your warden is this person. ठीक है? So you will have your principal here. Principal कौन है? Principal is your D. Again you can see E will be here. So again we are having D and E as consecutive. That is why this is also invalid. So the valid one will be this one. Okay. हाउ सी इज द डायरेक्टर, बिकॉज एफ कैन नॉट बी द डायरेक्टर साक्षी, ठीक है, ये आपका नहीं हो सकता, एफ आपका डायरेक्टर नहीं हो सकता, because it is given the one who rolled 6 has a designation higher than F. So F cannot have the highest designation because somebody is having a designation higher than him. That is why F will be here and your C will be here. Are we now clear, everybody? ये समझ में आया कि नहीं, प्लीज बताइएगा. आर वी गेटिंग द सेम अरेंजमेंट गाइस? एवरीवन क्लियर? साक्षी, मैंने आपको बताया था कि आदित्य सर या मुकेश सर से बात करिए. आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू हेल्प यू आउट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर मैटर. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर एवरीबडी. ठीक है, चलो लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन. लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट दिस वन. लेट्स ट्राई. चलो जल्दी से ट्राई करो इसको. लेट्स सी. I'm not really sure about that, Pranjal, but it should be out soon. No idea, Pranjal. I'm not really sure about it. So sorry. Yeah, that is the problem, Pranjal. But don't worry, it will be out soon. Okay. Just keep working for the mains. Chalo, try this out, guys, quickly. Not a very difficult one. This can be done easily here. चलो, Sakshi is giving this particular arrangement. Let's check whether that is the right one or not. Okay, let's try it out. Let's see how this particular has to be done. Okay, so 8 persons are born in the months January to August, not necessarily in the same order. The persons in born in months with odd number of days. You can see we have 2021. So that means February will have how many days? 28 days in here. Okay, so there will be 28 days in February because 21, that is 2021, was not a leap year. Okay, so you can see that odd number of days, where all we have odd number of days here, we are talking about January, March, May, July and August. So these are the values which are having odd number of days. So odd number of days में जो dates हैं, they have to be perfect squares. Okay, these are your perfect squares in here. Okay, and similarly the days, the months where we have even number of dates, they are prime numbers. That means even has to be prime values here, right? So prime numbers have to be there. Okay, no two persons were born in the same month or the same date. Okay, so they cannot be in the same month or same date. Now G was born on 11th, and you can see 11th is a prime number. Okay, and two persons are there between G and H such that G's birthday is before H. So where should we have your G? You can see G is born on 11th, so you can have your G in February, G in April or G in June. But G June is not possible because there has to be two persons between G and H such that G is before H. So either G has to be this person and H has to be this person. G born on 11th can be like this. Okay, or we can have G on 11th and 1 2 H here. Okay, this is another possibility that we can have. So you can see two persons had birthday between G and H such that G's birthday was before H's birthday. Now the one who is having 16 celebrated his birthday just before C. So we know that 16 has to be immediately before C. Okay, 16 is a perfect square. So that means it has to be in a month with 31 days. Okay. C and H have to celebrate in consecutive months. So in the first case, you can see that C can be in April or C can be in June because C and H have to be in consecutive months. But also it is given that H was not born on 16th. So let's say if you take your C here, then C se just pehle we will have 16th, which is not possible for H. That means here C should be this person and 16th should be this person. Similarly, in the second case also, you can see C will be here and your 16th will be here. No issues, both are fine. ठीक है, दोनों अभी तक valid है. उसके बाद देखो what is given here. E celebrated his birthday just after the one born on 25th but just before D. So what is given here? E was celebrating his birthday just after 25th. Okay, so 25th के just बाद है and just before the one that is D, right? But just before D. So we will have your 25 E and D. Okay, so 25 is a perfect square, है ना? And E and D has to be there. So perfect square, that means odd number of days in here. So in the first case, let's see. So 25 here, ED not possible. 25 here, E and D possible. उसके अलावा और कोई possibility नहीं है, right? You can see in the first case there is only one possibility for 25th E and D because 25th has to be there in a month with 31 days. Okay, so you can see 25th will be here and then we will have your E here and your D here. No issues, this is absolutely okay. Second वाले में कहाँ पर होगा 25 E and D? Again you can see 25 can be January, E and D can be February, March, right? That's a possibility. अगर आप 25 को जून में लेते हो नहीं ले सकते, right? So you can see that we have the one possibility that is 25th here and your E and D here. ठीक है, यही possibility बन रही है. So these are the two cases that we are getting. Now one person celebrated his birthday between the one born on 4th on A and F is not born in January. E's birthday is before 20th. ठीक है, हम check करेंगे. Let's see. So we have one person between 4th and A. So 4th again is a month. Again has to be in a month with 31 days because 4 is a perfect square here. So let's see in the first case. Where can we have your 4? 4 can be in January, A can be in March, right? That's absolutely possible. 4 और कहाँ पर हो सकता है? Let's say we take your 4 in July, A cannot be placed. 4 in August, A cannot be placed. So in the first case, you can see the only possibility will be 4th here and your A here. ठीक है, ये केस बनेगा. सेकेंड वाले में देखो क्या क्या पॉसिबिलिटीज है. In this case, you can see 4th can be March and your A can be January or A can be May. Okay, similarly, let's see, A can be here, that is 4th can be H, right? That can be possible, and A can be there in May, right? That is, this is also possible, है ना? तो 3 cases यहाँ पर possible है. Let's try, let's see which is the possible case here. 25th, E, D, G, 11th, 16th. This is your C and H. Let's make once again. 25th, E, D, G, 11th, 16th. This is your C and H. Okay. So first case में, let's say we take your 4th here. Okay, let's say we take your 4th here and your 4th here. So A can be this person also, A can be this person also. Either of the two cases is valid. Similarly, 4th can be in July also. Okay, and A can be here, right? So we have 4 possibilities now. तो अब हमारे पास 4 possibilities बन रही हैं. Now F was not born in January. Okay, so F is not there in January. In the first case, you can see F will be this person. And who is the only person remaining? B is the only person remaining. So B will be here. In this case, F and B के लिए we have 2 possibilities. यहाँ पर F will be this person and B will be this person. Here also you can see F and B will be something like this. ठीक है? Here we can see F and B can be in May or August. उसके बाद देखते हैं. Now E's birthday was before 20th of the month. Okay, so E has to be before 20th of the month. Now what is given? The one who celebrated his birthday on 1st has his birthday just after 23rd. So first has to be immediately after 23rd. Okay. Now 23rd क्या है? 23 is a prime value. है ना? 23 is a prime value. That means it has to be in a month with even number of days. So in the first case, you can see April, that is, let's say if you take April as 23rd, first cannot be taken. June 23rd, let's say we have 23 here. So this can be first. That's absolutely okay. But the problem here will be that E cannot celebrate his birthday on 23. Why? Because it was given that E has to celebrate his birthday before 20th of the month. है ना? ये तो दे रखा है. Here it is mentioned that E is celebrating his birthday before 20th of the month. That means this case E on 23 is not a possibility. मतलब first case eliminate हो गया. Second case में देखो, where will you have 23 and first? Again you can see 23rd and first here. No issues. This is absolutely possible. 23rd and first आ गया. ठीक है. इस वाले केस में भी देखो कहाँ पर आएगा 23rd and first. Again you will have 23rd here and first here. No issues. Here also you will have 23rd here and first here. Again this will be eliminated. Why? Because E cannot be on 23rd. So this is also eliminated. So now we are left with 2 cases. That is the second and the third case. ठीक है. उसके बाद देखो what else do we have here? One of them is born on 19th and A was not born on 25th. Okay, so A cannot be there on 25th here. So that means this case is also eliminated because यहाँ पर तो A 25th हो रहा है. That means this is not the valid case. So this is the one that is valid here. Now one of them is born on 19th. अब 19th क्या है? 19 is a odd value, right? 19 is a prime value here. So that means it has to be in a month with even number of days. तो कौन होगा? You can see that we are left with only February and August. So out of them, February has 28 days. That means this person will be 19th in here. है ना? तो ये 19th हो जाएगा. अब यहाँ पर कौन सा perfect square बचा है? Because we have given that no two persons were born in the same month or same date. तो date भी same नहीं हो सकता. So we have the perfect squares like 1, 4, 9, 16 and 25. 5 ही होते हैं. You can see we already have 25th here, we have 4th here, we have 16th here, we have 1st here. So the only value that is remaining, which is the only value that is remaining, guys? You can see the only value remaining is your 9th. So F will be there in 9th. ठीक है? I hope this is clear, everybody. Everyone clear with this question? So yes, Sakshi, your arrangement was absolutely right. बिल्कुल सही था. Are we clear, guys? Please let me know. Any doubts in here? ये सबको समझ में आया कि नहीं? प्लीज बताइएगा. Everybody clear? Everyone? ठीक है? चलो, we'll quickly go to the next question. We do not have that. So I hope we were able to understand the questions that we had for today. ठीक है? तो आज के किसी भी क्वेश्चन में किसी को कोई डाउट हो तो प्लीज बताइएगा. Everybody clear with all the questions here? So I hope you enjoyed today's session. Now you have your mains examination in front of you. I'll quickly tell you that what should be the strategy for your upcoming mains examination, because this is the last session before your IBPS PO mains, right? Very important to understand कि क्या strategy रखें. देखो, first of all, there will be two sections. Okay, two sections are there. One section will be 1 mark. Okay, another section will have the question for 2 marks. ठीक है, तो दो तरह के sections होंगे. एक में completely 1 mark के questions होंगे, another will be 2 marks. Now whatever time span has been given to you for the reasoning section, first of all what you need to do is quickly skim through the paper. तो सबसे पहले तो पूरा पेपर एक बार स्किम कर लो. लेट्स से वी हैव 50 क्वेश्चंस हियर, so just quickly scan through all the questions that has been given to you, right? So पहले उसको पहले चेक कर लो कि what all topics have been given to you, and as soon as you come across very easy question, मान लो कोई syllogism का question है, inequality का question है, or let's say any miscellaneous question is there which is about, let's say, meaningful word, or any plus minus, those kind of questions, right? Anything which you can do within a minute, right? अगर ऐसा कोई question if you come across that, then do it then and there, उसको वहीं पर कर लो, ठीक है? And then go to the next question. If something you feel that this can be done but it will take, let's say, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, it's a set based question, कोई, let's say, there is a new pattern input output, or there is a blood relation based question, there is a coded direction sense question, so those questions which will take some time, if you have time, right? So you know that you can do it, you are absolutely sure you can do it, but it will take some 3 4 5 minutes, 6 minutes to complete. So just mark that question for review, उसको mark कर दो review के लिए, ठीक है? Ma'am, in IBPS PO mains, can we expect more difficult level than these? Absolutely, funny. We can have some of the questions which will be of difficult level as well. Now, always understand, guys, there will be three types of questions. There will be some questions like, let's say, 3 to 4 questions will be there, which will be easy level. Easy level means you will have syllogisms, okay? There will be inequality, okay? Or there will be miscellaneous questions of those type, word formation or even odd, or arrange this, then find the number of pairs, right? Those kind of questions will be there. 3 to 4 questions will be there of easy type, right? Then there will be some, let's say, 11 10 to 12 questions which will be of moderate level, okay? So there will be some 10 to 12 questions of moderate level. Now this will be your, let's say, some coded blood relation, okay? We can have coded blood here, we can have coded direction, okay? This can be there, okay? Coded direction is there, or let's say we have input output, or we have coding decoding, right? These type of questions will be there of moderate level, moderate to high. Then there will be something, let's say, again we will have some 12 to 15 questions from moderate to high level, okay? This will be above moderate, you can say moderate to high level. Now these will be, this will again take some time, but again you can attempt these questions, right? So moderate to high level will be something like you will have some critical reasoning questions, some data sufficiency questions, right? You will have sometimes input output can be in this particular ones also, right? So these type of questions will be there. There will be absolutely some puzzles which will be of moderate to high level. Some moderate puzzles can also be there, right? We can have puzzles in here as well. One puzzle will be there for sure in the moderate level, है ना? And then there will be high level to ultra high level, ठीक है? Remaining will be high to ultra high. Now you have to understand that which question you have to attempt. You have to absolutely attempt this one. You have to make sure that you do not leave these easy questions, whatever easy questions you have, like syllogisms, inequality, miscellaneous questions, any single blood relation, single direction sense, right? A data sufficiency question which can be completed easily. So these questions have to be done without fail, okay? Make sure that you do these questions. Then these questions will be the one, the moderate level of questions will be the one which you will be doing in the second flow. That is, once you have skimmed through the paper, then you have to mark these questions that this is the particular coded blood relation question which I can do, which I will take sometimes maybe 5-6 minutes I'll take, but I'll be able to do. So you have to mark that particular question while skimming through the paper. So you have marked all the moderate level of questions, and then you come back to those questions and you start completing them, okay? Ma'am, why don't they provide previous year question answer key? Neeraj, I'm not really sure about that. Why don't they do it? Ma'am, tomorrow I have SBI pre and then PO mains. It would be really hectic traveling so much continuously. It will affect mains exams performance. Harmeet, I understand. And some of them have a PO, RRB PO interview as well. So yes, they have done it wrong. They should not have had done this one, that is having exams continuously. But again, without toiling hard, success is hard to achieve, right? So for achieving success, maybe sometimes we have to toil hard, but again, I know it's going to be difficult, Harmeet, but we'll have to manage somehow, right? So somehow we will have to manage. Even in the college examination days, sometimes we had exams on consecutive days. Can't help it, right? So again, appear to hona hi hai and travel bhi karna hi padega. But again, a lot of people are facing the same challenges. So challenges give rise to winners. So yes, okay, we'll do it. We'll be arriving at as a winner only, है ना? So Harmeet, all the very best. Don't be worried about all that. Just take rest, okay? Make sure that whenever you are traveling, don't go for reading anything. Just take rest in there, okay? Ma'am, do they repeat previous year questions in mains? Neeraj, they will repeat the type of questions, not the exact questions, okay? They'll not be repeating the same questions, that is for sure. Like in other government exams in SSC or something, you find same questions over and over year. But the past 10-year question, dekh lo, you will find some 20 to 30, 40% of the questions repeating in there. But it does not happen in the banking, right? Every time it is evolving. That the paper level is becoming difficult and difficult. They are having more new types of questions. They are taking new pattern questions. They are mixing two topics here, right? Blood relation, direction sense को mix कर दिया, एक नया topic बन गया. So that is happening in the banking sector. It is evolving on a daily basis. SBI अगर अपना पेपर डिफिकल्ट करता है तो IBPS अपने आप ही डिफिकल्ट कर देता है. IBPS PO अपना डिफिकल्ट करता है तो SBI PO उसको और हाई लेवल पे ले जाता है, right? So yes, that happens, right? So you will not be having the exact same questions, but yes, the topics will be the same. Mostly it will repeat, right? So same आते हैं, topics same आते हैं, but it will not be that it will be exactly the same questions. Okay. Previous year, next quant, next level. Yes, Mayank, that was right. Quant, sometimes SBI PO means zero bhi ja chuka, right? In SBI PO means there was one time where the quant sectional was zero. Actually, zero tha. In IBPS PO means also, yes, that has happened previously, that it was a very, very difficult paper. तो ये हो चुका है ना? तो डोंट वरी. एनीवेज वंस डिफिकल्ट फॉर वन इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर ऑल, ओके? तो अगर आपके लिए डिफिकल्ट है तो बाकी सबके लिए भी है. बट डोंट वरी, आई एम श्योर दैट यू विल बी एबल टू डू इट वेल. देखो, अंडरस्टैंड गाइस, देयर विल बी अ मिक्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, राइट? सो बी केयरफुल अबाउट दीज क्वेश्चंस, हाई टू अल्ट्रा लेवल हाई, राइट? डोंट गो फॉर दीज. इसको गलती से भी मत अटेम्प्ट करना, एल्स यू विल लूज अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. Okay, be careful not to attempt this. So if you are stuck in a particular question, just go ahead, usko mat karo, right? Just leave it and go ahead with the next question. That you have to make sure. Don't let your ego matlab come in between, that how can I not solve this question, right? That should not happen, else you will lose a lot of time and you will not gain anything out of it. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. All the very best who have the exams for SBI PO prelims tomorrow or day after. And all the very best for all those who have the PO mains on Monday, right? If you are traveling, just travel safe. Be sure to have some rest in between, because it's very important to keep yourself fresh. So mind should be fresh, okay? Don't exert yourself. Make sure that you take rest. Easy level should be solved first. Absolutely, Neeraj. That is the right method, that you have to solve all the easy questions and mark the moderate level of questions. Okay. Chalo. So thank you so much, guys. I'll see you now on Monday. Please take care, stay safe, have a great day ahead, and all the very best for all the upcoming exams, guys. So thank you so much. If you have any doubts, feel free to talk to me on Telegram. I'll be happy to help you out with it. So thank you so much, guys. I'll see you again with a session on Monday. Please take care, stay safe, have a great day ahead. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.